Hello, my name is Klavs and welcome to another Mazda video. You know what it is, so let's head straight to it. These are the rear shock absorbers. Why you want to change it? If it gave up, if it starts to leak here, you see oil leaking. Or the bushes are getting perished. So you can see these bushes are getting perished. And I can... That came from the... That's all falling from the shock absorber. It works as a shock absorber because you can still... It's slowly coming up, you can see it's slowly moving. We will do a comparison to the new one. So this is a Ridex shock absorber for Mazda 6. So how you remove this is push down a bit and slide it off. See, I'm doing it with one hand. Then it should pop up, bounce up. Yep, it's moving upwards. So it is exactly the same. So these are shock absorbers. Two, you change in pairs. Now the tools we're gonna need is a jack. If you want, you can put it on jack stands, whatever. Garage creeper. You will need an impact, or you will need sockets or spanner, which one you ever have. 19mm. This is 21 for the wheels. 17 and 19, and this is the lock nut. I have a torque wrench for torquing it up, a little brush to get the rust off, and I will put on thread lock. I will use impact because the impact will fit everywhere. This job you can use impact easily. On these kind of models it works easily. So let's jack up, let's remove the wheel, and I'll show you how to do it. Now then, to change the shock absorber, you need to get this, which is a 17mm, and this one right here, which is a 19. So we're gonna do this, as this is 21, we don't need 21. This is 17, yes. And undo. Make sure it's on there. Oh yeah, it's spinning. Good. Now let's undo the bottom part. Well, all of you will be laughing now. Battery died. Yay! So we can move on to undoing everything by hand. Now, some of you are confused why it's not falling out. Hi. Look, if I remove this and... Ta-da! Oh, yep. It's seen some better days. Now, before you actually install this, pump it up. Just put your hand like this and bottom it fully out and let it all come off. Do it 3 times. Activate the shock so the oil, the gas and everything just mixes up and activates. Now this is activated. Let's compare the old one to the new one, if the old one is actually tired. Because if the shock doesn't spring back or springs back slower, that means it starts to go slowly. So this is new one, this is what we removed. This is fully out and this is still coming out. Now it's out. See, that took quite a lot longer. So that means the shock takes longer to come out and the bushes are cracked and rubbed. Let's go install the new one. It's as easy as putting it back from where it came. Put this one on top. Right there. Now the bolt.
A few moments later.
Sorry, I forgot we need to clean the bolts up. Lock thread or thread lock. Just because it is already red. So there was thread lock on it. So nobody can say, oh, why you put it there? It does need thread lock. That's red thread lock. So yes, I am putting thread lock on because firstly it had on, and this is suspension. This moves. I do not want this to come loose. Never. Bolt with the thread lock and the shock. Just align it. Okay, I'll leave a little gap because we need to put the bottom bolt on and we need to move it. So now the bottom. For torque specs, I try to look up the torque specs. And so many different numbers are there. Starting from 67 to 120. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 80 Newton meters, 80. So tell me in the comments down below if you know the right specs for this. If 80 is too much, then I'm telling you too much. Done. Torqued. That's it. That's how you change the rear shock. Now the wheel back on. And that's all. That's how you change the rear shock absorbers. Obviously do both sides, so the car is level and they wear out evenly. Hope this video helped, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.